Well, good morning, everybody. My favorite part of preview is that I come out as you're singing that song, and I get to see their faces when you're singing that song. Yeah, there's a group of guys right here. They are not amused. I don't know who they're driving home with, but it is going to be a long, long drive for some of you. So my name is Amelia Noel-Elkins, and I am the director of University College. And every single day at preview, I come right after the cheers. And I have to, students, help you do a little bit of a mental mind shift because we are going to talk about academics while you're here at preview. And it's my job this morning to help you understand some of the courses that you're going to be taking and some of the experiences you're going to be having as you make this transition to college. So students, I've got a question for you. Who knows the story of Alice in Wonderland from when you were growing up? Yes, Alice in Wonderland, okay. So Alice is in this strange place, and she is surrounded by all of these really kind of strange characters. The rules are turned upside down and on their head, and Alice doesn't know really where she's going or what she's doing. And so as Alice is in this strange place, she comes upon a crossroads. You know, she's kind of lost. So she's looking around, and she's trying to figure out what she's going to do. And as she's sitting there staring at the crossroads, up in the corner of a tree, she sees a Cheshire cat. Cheshire Cat's only one there. So she asks the Cheshire Cat, "What road should I take?" And the Cheshire Cat, smiling, says, "Well, where are you going?" Alice is a little bit confused, and so she says, "I don't know." And so the Cheshire Cat starts to disappear, everything but its smile, and says, "Well, if you don't know where you're going, then any road will get you there." And you know, this is one of the things that we hear from students a lot. We hear you saying, "I don't know." And that's okay at this point in time in your life. Saying "I don't know" is normal. Are you a little bit nervous about college? A little bit worried? Maybe a little bit scared? Yeah? Well, that's okay, and welcome to college. One of the things we know about you, however, is that you're a very smart group of people. You are some of the smartest students that we have admitted to Illinois State University. But you know what? Even the smartest among you can use a little bit of help somewhere along the way. And so that's what we're here for. We're here to help you with this process because the reality is you don't have to have your whole life figured out right now. That's okay. But you know what's not okay? Expecting college to just kind of happen. Expecting okay to be enough. Mistaking the absence of some struggle, maybe a little bit of hardship, for happiness, because they're not the same thing. Dreams, the dreams you have, they're hard. And okay is just kind of comfortable. But you know what okay is not? Okay is not thrilling. Okay is not exciting. Okay is not the reason you get up every single day. Okay isn't the reason that you risk everything, like Alice, for the chance that something absolutely amazing could happen to you. Okay, it's not the reason that you trade a little bit of what you are right now for what you want to become in the future. Okay doesn't help you figure out when you need to give up texting. Yes, I can see you if you're texting right now. Okay doesn't help you figure out when you need to give up binge watching Stranger Things in October instead of reading for your classes. Okay doesn't help you figure out when you need to write that paper instead of getting an extra hour of sleep. Okay doesn't help you decide when to go further, when to go faster, when to take a chance on something, because it's about passion. Let your passion tell you when you need to get up in the morning when you're in college. Let your passion tell you when you need to study. Let your passion tell you when you need to eat, because you do need to eat in college too. That's important. State your passion. Work hard for it. Struggle. Fail. And then get up and try again, because that's how you go from good enough to great. You need to live life and college with a purpose. What will you give up to get it? Will you give up everything, like Alice? See, because that's when your own amazing story can begin. And it's the difference between just kind of living the college experience and living the college experience. Right now, you all may be a little bit less than perfect. That's okay. But you know what? Your story doesn't have to end there. So here's my story. When I went away to college my freshman year, I was struggling. I was struggling a lot. I was 1,000 miles away from home, and my parents dropped me off at college with a hug and a, "We'll see you at Christmas," and I didn't see them until Christmas. And in that first year of college, I took German for my language requirement. I had taken German all through high school, and as I took German, I was struggling a little bit because we went through all of the German I had learned in 4 years of high school in the first semester. And then my second semester, I took German again, but I got a new instructor. Her name was Frau Todt. And in my pretty clear lack of German skills, I misunderstood what they said when they said her name. I thought they said Frau Toad. Do you know what Toad means in German? It means death. I had Frau Death for my instructor my second semester of German. And I tell you what, some days, that is exactly what it felt like. And some days, I didn't go to class. And as I was kind of circling the drain in that German class, I was struggling with keeping up with all the reading. I was struggling with my writing skills. And I was wondering whether they made a mistake by admitting me, because I was surrounded by kids who were so much smarter than me. And then 2 things happened. First, I found my passion. So I took a general education course thinking, I don't know, I guess it'll be interesting. It was so much more than that. It was fun and it was exciting, and I wanted to be there every day and learn every day because the professor was incredible. And I knew that if I didn't get my act together in that German class, I wasn't going to have an opportunity for many more classes like that one I loved. And then the second thing happened. I found my friends. So in that German class with me was my best friend, Chris. And every single day, Chris would come to my dorm room and he would knock on my door, and we would trudge off to Frau Death's 8 a.m. class together. And to this day, my parents call him St. Christopher. And that's St. Christopher and me 2 weeks ago, friends to this day. You know what St. Christopher is the patron saint of? Long journeys. That was the start of my journey. And your journey starts today too, because the reality is that amazing people like you are and you're going to become, they don't just happen. Their dreams are nurtured by the people around them who help them achieve success. And you get to start your dreams today. And the people that are going to help you with it on this campus are in University College. Our whole goal is your success. We have in University College academic advisors, mentors, we have teachers. Our whole job is to help you be academically successful in college. We're going to help you get started on the right foot academically and finish in 4 years with a diploma in your hand. That is the goal. University College, we're the type of place that's going to help you put together your academic toolkit. So when you were in high school, probably knew all the tricks of the trade that you needed to know so that you could be successful academically, right? Well, you know what? College is different. There's new rules that you need to learn. You need to put together new tools so that you can be academically successful. So we're here to help you with that. You need to think of University College as the place that'll help you develop those operating instructions that you need to be successful in college, so that you know the important things to pay attention to, those really, really important things that you need to pay attention to while you are in college. Because here's the thing. You didn't come this far just to come this far. But it doesn't just happen. You have to work for it. You are the only one who gets to decide what's going to make you happy. You are the only one who gets to decide whether you're going to succeed. Remember, college, it can be a little bit of a lonely journey sometimes, but you are not alone. You are surrounded by people to help you on this journey and help you be successful. So your academic journey starts with University College, today and here and now. So if you're texting right now, because I can see you texting, you can program in our phone number right now. This is the number you call. The minute you think you are even struggling a little bit academically, you call University College. Go ahead and take a picture of it. You can get your phone out now. What is University College? Well, preview. What you're doing today is part of University College. We have free tutoring in University College to help you get the grades you want in your courses. We've got academic support and workshops to help you be successful. Your first year advisor is going to be in University College. We even have some first year classes. The whole purpose of the class is help you make the transition to college successfully. And we think we do a pretty good job of it. 94% of the students who use our tutoring services would recommend them to a friend. How often do you get 94% of college students to agree on anything? So the start of your academic journey for many of you is going to be the courses that you take while you're a student here at the university. And I want to talk to you about some of those courses that you'll be taking while you're a student. And you may have heard of some of these courses from a friend who's gone to college before you or a sibling who's gone to college. You may have heard of those general education courses. Oh, the gen ed courses, the courses that you just kind of have to take. Those courses that your friends are probably saying, what in the world do these courses have to do with my major and why do I have to take them? Well, I want you to try and maybe rethink what you have heard about general education courses. Does anyone watch the show Mythbusters? Anyone watch Mythbusters? Okay, so we have a few people and we're going to do a little mini Mythbusters here today. So in Mythbusters, it's these two guys taking these commonly held myths that we have in the world and testing, are they true or are they not? Mini Mythbusters here today. And I want you to be open to the idea that the myth that you have to suffer through these gen ed courses, that might not be true. Be open to the possibilities that these courses could be some of the best courses you take while you're a student here at the university. And I'm going to give you some specific examples why. First of all, one of the things we know is that employers are looking for people who can think outside of the box. They are looking for people who can be creative and think about new solutions and new ways of doing things. And general education courses help you with that. They help you learn the skills that employers want you to see. We know this from a survey of from the American Association of Colleges and Universities interviewed employers who are hiring college graduates. And what that survey said, the employers said a candidate's demonstrated capacity to think critically, solve complex problems, and communicate clearly. Those three skills are more important to them in the hiring process than the undergraduate major. Those skills, that's what you learn in general education courses. The other thing we know from this survey, what these employers said, is that people who come to them with a well-rounded education move up further and faster in their organization than people who come to them with just a very narrow knowledge set. General education gives you that broad-based education that employers are looking for. There's some other specific reasons why taking some of these courses can be good for you in your career and beyond. Did anyone take a human geography course in high school? Maybe a few people. I usually only get a few. So human geography is basically the study of how and why people move through countries, through continents based on geographic patterns. So there's a mountain in front of you. You either have to go over it or around it or through it, right? And we have a general education course called Human Geography. And I know you may be thinking to yourself right now, you've proven my point. What does this have to do with what I want to study? Well, let me have you think about it this way. Let's say you've been following the news. And when you graduate from here, you want to be one of those people who stops something like the outbreak of the Ebola virus that's happening again in Africa. and you want to work for the Centers for Disease Control or the World Health Organization. And so you're interviewing for those jobs 4 years from now. And because you took a human geography course, and because you understand how and why people move based on geographic patterns, you understand how and why the virus moves. And because you understand that, you're more qualified for that job than the person sitting next to you who didn't take human geography. So these gen ed courses, these aren't just the courses you have to take. These are the courses you get to take. These are the courses that are going to make you more marketable and more employable when you graduate from the university. Now, there's another reason why gen ed is important. Do I have any of you who are undecided or undeclared? Raise your hands, proud. It's okay. I had 5 majors my freshman year of college. 5 majors. And I figured it out because the reality is you're 17 or 18 years old. Sometimes you just don't know what you want to do. That's okay at this point in time. Because let me tell you, even the best high school in the country does not have the type of courses that we have here to study at Illinois State University. You could discover a passion for something, a career, and an academic area that you didn't even know existed. So general education can help you with that. General education can help you figure out what it is you want to do, what makes you unique, and then study that while you're at the university. That's what happened to me. That general education course that I took, that I fell in love with, that I discovered my passion, it was my major, medieval English history, useful for life and well-being. I have a job, it's okay. So I may have convinced you that these courses are not maybe what you have heard. So how do you choose these courses? Well, your academic advisors are going to talk to you about this in depth this afternoon, but I'm going to give you a quick broad overview. General education is broken into 2 groups. Group 1 courses you need to think of as those foundation courses. Courses like English and composition and math, courses that help set your academic foundation for the rest of the courses that you'll be taking while you're a student at the university. Group 2 courses are courses like that human geography course. Courses that you will want to choose carefully because they round out your major. They make you more marketable in the workforce, and they complement what you're studying in your major. So, what happens now? Right now, in a few minutes, you're going to go off to lunch. But before that, I'll give you a little bit of heads up on the things you need to think about. First of all, right after lunch, you're going to be meeting with your university college or your academic advisor. Now, let me explain a little bit about how advising works here at Illinois State. All first-year students, whether you have a declared major or you don't, are assigned to an advisor in university college and the honors program. And there's very important reasons for this. University college advisors and honors advisors are trained on every single major at the university. So if you're undecided or undeclared, we're going to help you find that path and that passion that's right for you. Even if you're in a declared major, let's say you want to explore a minor, or maybe you want to add a double major. Our advisors can help you with that exploration so that you can find out what's right for you here. Now, all of our advisors, you will be working with them throughout the end of your first year. At the end of your first year, when you are in a declared major, then we shift you to your departmental advisors. So when you meet with them this afternoon, they're going to go through a lot of academic information. Information that you need to know, like broad pieces of information, like how many credit hours does it take to graduate, and also very specific course recommendation information on general education and on your major. Now, these are sessions in the middle of July, and we're going to give you a little bit of homework. Sorry about that. But you have to have a little bit of homework tonight so that you can be prepared to register for classes tomorrow. These are group advising sessions that you're going into this afternoon, but please know that every advisor will sit down with each student one-on-one and give you an opportunity to ask them questions about your specific academic situation. So to do that and be ready, you have to think about a few things all over the time that you are at lunch. I want you to think about a few things. First of all, from this point on in your college career, you need to know your ULID and your password. You need that to access all of your academic information. So you have to have that information. You need to know and tell the advisors about your intended or declared major. If you are thinking of changing your major, they need to have that information. To give you accurate advice, we have to know what you're thinking of majoring in. Otherwise, the advice we give you may not be correct. We need to know about any transfer or dual credit work and any AP or proficiency exam scores that you have. All of this information is not yet on your records here at the university. You may get course credit for these things, and we don't want to recommend that you take a course you already have credit for through one of these other vehicles. And then you need to know your ALEX score. Everyone had to take the ALEX math placement exam, probably everyone's favorite thing. Couple of things about that. First of all, it needs to be an accurate reflection of your math skills. If you did not try on the ALEX math placement exam, you're going to get placed in a course that is too easy for you. If you maybe used a little bit of outside help when you weren't supposed to on the ALEX math placement exam, you may get placed in a course that is too hard for you. We want to set you up for academic success, so that score needs to be an accurate reflection of your math skills. So those are the basics. And finally, on to some fun things. So we have been doing preview here for over 50 years at Illinois State University. I have not been doing preview for over 50 years. We have been doing preview for over 50 years. And we have a lot of fun when we're doing it. And we hope that over the next day and a half, you are going to have fun here at preview too. And we want to see what you're doing while you're here at preview. So these are our social media hashtags. Want you to post pictures of what you're doing while you're here at preview. Post the fun things that you are doing. I have someone back in my office who's going to look at all of these pictures. And someone tomorrow, when I see you again, will get a fabulous prize. Yes, it's a bit of a competition. Parents and guests, you too can win a fabulous prize. So post what you're doing over the next day and a half while you're here at preview. I will see you again tomorrow. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to Corey, who in a very organized fashion is going to dismiss you to lunch. See you tomorrow.